This is Jeremiah 28, verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence, giving all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kwadash. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. A sincere Shalom Labakarian, Shah Yasha'Allah. There's peace to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. I saw this earlier. I was waiting to hear a little more, get some more information, some more leads. And I seen a video go up from an Akim down there in the Carolinas, of the hopeful elect. So the spirit is on it. This look like it's actually true. I know I saw Apostle Tahar put something up about this too. Militia is hunting down FEMA workers. And it says militias. As you can see, this report, North Carolina. This is one guy. It's a little conflict with information. They going back and forth, saying it's one guy, then they say it's militias with an S. So more is going to come out within this week. If this is true, you do see the citizens taking matters in their own hands, like the prophecy states, which is going to bring this civil war. This is North Carolina man William Jacob Parsons arrested for alleged threatening FEMA operation CNN Slovakia. Suspect was arrested. Here this look like a lone soldier. But as you can look, you got CNN. So this is being reported around AP News, WBTV. What is this here? This is Fox 8, The Guardian, right? North Carolina, the hurricane recovery team relocated, threat armed militia. So things is happening. It's being reported everywhere, as you can see. So on and so forth. So this is going to bring more confusion, to the pot, to the table with what the Lord is stirring up, man. So we getting ready, because you know what the Lord says, a kingdom divided against itself, let me just get that, cannot stand. And America is divided against itself. And you're going to see a great division with these elections on November 5th. I mean, I can't wait to see what's going to happen following the election going into 2025. I think it's going to be a very, very thick next 16, 18 months, man. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah is about to turn up the heat. This is Matthew 12, verse 25. Yahweh Shah knew their thoughts and replied, any kingdom, this is NLT now, any kingdom divided by civil war is doomed. And this is a kingdom that's about to go through it. I mean, these Democrats and Republicans, this thing is about to be vicious. You understand? A town or family splintered by feuding will fall apart. And if Satan is casting out Satan, he is divided and fighting against himself. His own kingdom will not survive. And I started off with Jeremiah 28, verse 8. So the prophets are here to prophesy against countries and against kingdoms. And America is a kingdom. It's the head of all the kingdoms of the world. And it's tanking, it's tanking. It's going to tank from within, just like ancient Rome did. So we're going to check this video out. But yeah, it's a lot of, information coming out about this. I don't know how far they're going to push it, but, FEMA, and this could be set off by them for the information war to shut down these medias, because they saying this misinformation about the $750. There's a conflict of what they're doing out there. They saying they're going door to door. Then other people saying the citizens themselves are saying they're not going door to door. There's still bodies in trees. One citizen said she came out of her back door. There was like 3 or 4 dead bodies, just by the pool area. I mean, I saw one video. I think it was Elder Malcolm from Chicago, he put something up about these gators, man. There was gators everywhere. I'm sure that was North Carolina, if I'm not mistaken. I saw this yesterday. You know, but you got to imagine, you know, the influx of animals, man, and rodents and, you know, vicious predators, the birds, you know, coming out to feast on those dead corpses. If FEMA, you know, is not handling this, you know, and if this thing is true, you know, we set to see more things like this pick up in the upcoming days. Let me see if I play this here. Hopefully you can hear it.
Yes, everything is on track in Jira.
Like it's a commercial here.
We got more media funds. I'll start the project in Jira. Let's get this in Jira.
Yeah, let's get it.
This morning, some FEMA aid is paused in North Carolina after reports of armed militia threats. And some FEMA teams that are helping Hurricane Helene victims are now working from secure sites instead of going door to door. That's because workers in 2 counties received these threats, and the agency says it's now working to assess the threats and protect those workers. CNN's Gabe Cohen is here with us now. What do we know about these threats, Gabe?
Yeah, so Pam, FEMA has pulled these response teams back a little bit, and it is because of these disturbing threats that they've been receiving. Look, it's been happening for days and days now, ever since Hurricane Helene hit, but really it hit a boiling point over the weekend when National Guard troops that were in Western North Carolina encountered what the Washington Post described as armed militias that said they were out there hunting for FEMA. And so immediately FEMA responded and said, we need to pull people back. They sent CNN a statement saying, for the safety of our dedicated staff and the disaster survivors, we are helping. FEMA has made some operational adjustments. Those disaster recovery centers will continue to be open as scheduled. Survivors continue to register for assistance, and we continue to help the people of North Carolina with their recovery. But look, it is critical that inspectors, FEMA inspectors, are able to go home to home. It's part of the process when people request assistance who have lost everything. That's part of the process.
We're hearing from the citizens. I've seen reports where the roads are destroyed. You know, they can't even get up those mountains, you know, and if neighboring, you know, cities try to get involved with their personal helicopters, FEMA was waving them down, telling them to go back or they were going to be arrested. So what's going on, man? The information war, you're losing, E. You're losing. So if this thing is true, which is 50-50, we waiting to hear more, you know, it's about to be some angry folks out here. Because you got the water system is tore up. They can't get water. You know, they probably turned to cannibalism by now. You know, certain animals died off. You know, you can imagine this is their personal hell down there in that area, man.
Applications that get money in their pockets. So it could slow things down if they can't have their workers going door to door in Western North Carolina. And we also know this is a real reflection of this flood of misinformation that we have seen since Helene and now since Milton. A lot of it has been fueled by former President Donald Trump, his surrogates, people online, and we have local officials in these impacted areas, both Democrats and Republicans, who are begging those who are spreading rumors to stop.
Well, FEMA came out when this thing happened, and they said they ran out of money. That's not misinformation. FEMA came out and said, you know, they mishandled $1.4 billion by giving it to the migrants. Like I said, this is all their propaganda machine, you know, to get you more and more upset at the migrant situation also. So we just waiting to see, but we know the pot is boiling. The pot is boiling. Because there's only so long before the people just gonna, you know, get fed up, you know, and start banging and breaking things, man, and pulling out that Second Amendment, man, those guns.
Represents Western North Carolina, put out a fact check last week, and it was stunning to read. He is telling his constituents, essentially, do not believe that the government is going to take your land just because you were hit by a storm. It is not true. Do not believe that FEMA recovery money is all being spent on undocumented immigrants. That is not true. And do not believe that the federal government is going to bulldoze impacted communities from the storm. That
see that right there. See, when they make that statement now, I'll be worried. Because this man ain't never kept his agreement. You know, he speaks with a forked tongue, man. All them treaties he made with the Native Indians, that we're not coming for your land. So he basically pointing out what they coming for. Now that's a suspicious statement coming from them. They are coming, look like they coming for the land, and the resources in that area. What are you going to do? You don't have the money to rebuild. This is Psalms. I'm in Isaiah. Psalms, this. Never trust thy enemy, Sirach. Sirach 10 and 12 also. It's Psalms 55 and 21. What he not going to do? Now that's a suspicious statement. It says, the words, this is Psalms 55 and 21, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. He's saying what they not going to do. When they start talking like that, you start going the other way. But war was in his heart. Even though he's talking smooth, we not going to take your land, we not after the resources, but it's a strong possibility they are. It says, his words were softer than oil, yet were they drawing swords. So this could be a reason why the militia's out there too. No one's buying what the government is selling anymore.
There's the safety of these FEMA workers, but there's also a lot of concern that there could be people on the ground in these communities who are desperately in need of help. One, who are now waiting for that help, but also what about the vulnerable people who are buying into these rumors, who are too scared now to ask for help, who may be entitled to thousands, tens of thousands of dollars in federal assistance, who may end up getting nothing because they believe the rumors that so many people are spreading on the ground.
This is CNN. I really don't watch CNN. I just pulled it up because if it's on mainstream media, something is going on. You understand? This is definitely a propaganda machine. So we waiting and anticipating, because more things going to pop up. More things is going to start from this. So I'm going to end it right there, giving all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Shalom, Labakarium, Shah Yasha Allah.